Good morning, students. Today I am presenting you a very important poem and a very interesting poem written by the famous poet of English origin, William Cowper. The name of the poem is The Nightingale and the Glowworm. It's a very interesting poem. The main theme of the poem is mercy and how everything on this earth is made by the Almighty God, and we have no right to attack or consume someone because that particular animal or insect is weak. So without wasting any time, we should move to the first we should move to the stanzas of the poem, and please listen to it very carefully. The first stanza I have covered from A Nightingale to Appetite. You can have your textbook. It is a long stanza, A Nightingale to the Appetite. Now here the poem starts with the nightingale that sings. He sings all his songs very wonderfully. He got a very melodious voice. His voice is very soothing. When he sings in a particular voice, a particular song, it gives you tranquility, peace, and everyone in that particular area or the village feels highly thrilled to listen to the voice of the nightingale. And nightingale continues with his see, you have heard the voice also. Nightingale continues with his voice all the while, means he does not stop at all. Whether it is the evening or in the night or in the morning, he continues. And his vocal cords, his pitch means the voice quality always remains very high. Now after singing for such a long time non-stop, he starts to feel little hungry. And when he starts to feel little hungry, then he decided to search for a particular prey. Prey means to attack someone and to eat. So he decided to search for that particular prey. This is the meaning of the first stanza. Second, when looking hawthorn top. Hawthorn, Hawthorn. Hawthorn is a small tree. It is a tree which have thorns also. So here now, when the nightingale was searching for a prey, he was looking here and there. And then all of a sudden, when he was spying on the earth, he was zooming like this on the earth or on the land, he saw a insect with a spark, with a light. Means that particular insect has light with him, and a spark. It was just blipping on and off. So immediately the nightingale realized that it is none other than the glowworm. And then and there he decided from his hawthorn tree is the small tree with the thorns. Then and there he decided that he should pouch, means pouch is a part in the neck of the birds where they keep their insects. He should pouch it. This is the meaning of the second stanza. Now we will move to the third stanza. The third stanza, he thought, spoil your song. Now immediately he thought of consuming that prey, the glowworm, and glowworm was well aware of the intentions of the nightingale, that he is going to attack him and consume him. So he immediately started with his harangues and eloquent speech. Harangues is basically a part of speech where we pursued someone not to do something particular. And the glowworm, with his eloquence, very fine speech, started to engage nightingale that he should not consume him. And in the process, he was telling that, see, this beautiful world is made by the Almighty God. Okay, So this Almighty God has made it very beautiful. So he says that a particular glowworm says that do you actually like the light which has been provided to me? Do you like, do you enjoy? See that when I am with the light, as much as I enjoy your singing of song of ministerial means singing of the song. So he further says that how you will feel if I spoil your song. How you will feel if I spoil your song, and how I feel if you come and interrupt my lighting on the body. So this is not good, because even I can spoil your song, but I will not do that. Why? Because you are naturally born with that particular quality, like I am born with a particular light. This is the meaning of the third stanza. Now we will move to the fourth and the final stanza. The final stanza is he thought to spoil your song. Now here that the nightingale, the glowworm got little emotional and he says, see, the power of light and lamp is given to me by Almighty God, and the power of singing and enthralling everyone is given to you by Almighty God. We are no one to snatch or ensnare somebody's natural abilities. We should not do that, because you are having the power of speech, of singing. You can enthrall, you can make other people feel happy. I have the power of light, the spark, the lamp. I can, even in the dark, I can show the light. That is the power given to me by Almighty Divine God. So we should not abrupt each other's power. Then he further says that this, that these powers are given by mighty God. Now the nightingale was very closely listened to his orations. Oration is a part of speech, and he came to the conclusion. Appropriation means the conclusion. Telling, yes, I will tell you all the word meanings. He was telling that I have listened to you I have carefully listened to all your pleas, and I came to the conclusion that I should leave you. So finally what came, that the nightingale finally released the glowworm. Nightingale finally released the glowworm, and glowworm was feeling happy that he is alive. He is not consumed by the nightingale. And then what nightingale do? He starts searching for his supper. Supper means food, to somewhere else. This is the meaning of the full poem. The main thing of the poem is that nightingale, he sings very beautifully, wonderfully, and everybody enjoys his singing. He started to feel hungry, and then what he does, he starts to search for the prey, and he saw the glowworm from the hawthorn tree. Glowworm was well aware that a nightingale is going to consume him, so he launched his pleas in a very humble and polite manner. Then he told that you are born with the gift of speech to sing a song. You have a lovely voice, like I have the gift of light and sparkle. This is given by Almighty God. And how you feel if I interrupt your singing and you just suppress my light? We can't do this, because it is the power given by the Almighty God. So we should not do it. And the nightingale listened to his plea very carefully, wonderfully, calmly, composedly, and said, okay, fine, I will not consume you. I will search for my supper somewhere else. In the next video tomorrow, I will explain you the poetic device, the word meanings. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, any question, kindly contact me on my number 97297 and you can text me on WhatsApp. Any of the previous chapters, you have any doubt, any concern, I am here to answer all your questions and queries. Thank you very much. Here is the close look at all the details. I'm zooming it for you. You can note it down, take it down and enjoy. Thank you very much.